My name is Gwen Susisa Anog, Bachelor of Secondary Education, major in Social Science. So now, I will be discussing about an item analysis. So what is item analysis? Item analysis, it is a procedure used to identify the quality of the test item, whether it is good or defective. If it is good, then it will be retained. If it is bad, it will be revised or rejected.
Item analysis determines two important features in a test item, which is the item difficulty and discrimination. In the usual way, item difficulty is obtained by dividing the number of students who get correct answers in the item by the total numbers of students who took the test. Here is the formula of item difficulty. Number of students with correct answer divide the total number of students who took the test. For example, in the test item number 1, out of 46 students who took the test, 28 students get the right answer. What is the item difficulty of test item number 1? So here's the solution. Item difficulty is equal to 28 divide 46 is equal to 0.6086956 and so on. So we rounded it with two decimal places, it will be 0.61. Table for item difficulty. Range of difficulty 0 to 0.25. The interpretation is difficult. The decision is revise or discard. 0.26 to 0.75. The interpretation is right difficult. The decision is retain. 0.76 and above. The interpretation is easy. The decision is revise or discard. So basing on the table, the item difficulty of test item number 1, which is 0.61, has an interpretation of right difficulty and the decision is retained. So the test item number 1 is retained in the test. Discrimination index is the power of the test item to distinguish students who know and those who do not know in the lesson they are evaluated. To derive such measure is to measure how difficult is a test item to the upper group or fast learners and how difficult it is to the lower group or slow learners. If the upper group found the test item easy, but the lower group found it difficult, then the item can discriminate between the two groups. So here's the formula of discrimination index. Where are you the number of students in the upper group who answered the item correctly? RL, number of students in the lower group who answered the item correctly, and T, total number of students in the upper and lower group. So here is an example of discrimination index. There were 80 students who took the test, and in test item number 2, 19 students in the upper 25% have right responses, while in the lower 25%, 7 students have right responses. So determine the discrimination index. So here's the solution of the given example. 25% of 80 is 20. So the lower group has 20 students, and so with the upper group. So the upper group is equal to 19. The lower group is equal to 7. discrimination index is equal to upper group 19, lower group 7. 19 minus 7, divide 1 half. So the upper group and lower group is 20, so it's 40. So 19 minus 7 is equal to 12, and half of 40 is equal to 20. So 12 divide 20 is equal to 0.6. 0.6 is discriminating item. Include the test item. Table for discrimination index. Range of discrimination negative 1.0 to negative 0.50. The interpretation is can discriminate but item is questionable, and the decision is a discard. Negative 49 to 0.45, the interpretation is non-discriminating and the decision is revise. 0.46 to 1.0, the interpretation is discriminating item and the decision is include. Above the example of test item number 2, the discrimination index is equal to 0.6, and at 0.6, the interpretation is discriminating and the decision is include.